For more, we welcome Shaka Hislop, the former goalkeeper for Trinidad's national team. He spent a decade and a half playing at the highest levels of English club soccer. He is also the honorary president of Show Racism, the Red Card. Shaka, thank you for being with us.
Good to be here, Jeremy.
When you saw what was happening with Romelu Lukaku, one of the most talented players in the world, what went through your mind?
On the one hand, I wasn't that surprised. Cagliari have a history of this type of abuse, dating back to Samuel Eto'o's days going there as an Inter Milan player himself. Just earlier this year, Moise Kean from Juventus went there. He was abused similarly. Leonardo Bonucci, the Italian stalwart and Juventus legend himself, almost seemed to side with the Cagliari fans in putting the blame on Moise Kean's feet. So to have us back here at this same ground talking about this same issue, albeit this time a different player, not that surprising. Disappointing, but not surprising.
So the issue has always been, Shaka, it's not what Cagliari is going to do or other teams in which fans behave this way. It's about what the governing bodies are going to do. It's about what UEFA is going to do, what FIFA is going to do. What are they doing?
Nothing. And given our recent history that I just spoke about, not only did the clubs not do anything, not only did Italy's Serie A as a body take any action against Cagliari, there was no action from the Italian FA or from UEFA, who I think can follow up if they don't deem the punishments or the reactions necessary. Similarly, FIFA. So the ball has been dropped in a number of levels. And as a result, I don't think anybody fears any kind of retribution.
Yeah, it's just shocking. I mean, when you see the abuse, and it's not just in Italy, as you said, we've seen it a lot in Spain. We've seen it especially in Eastern Europe in recent years as some of those clubs have come to greater prominence. If you were president of FIFA for a day, or if you had Gianni Infantino's ear, what would you tell him? What would you tell him has to be done?
There has to be strong and meaningful action. Now, that can come in any number of ways. It could come in the form of a points deduction and a partial stadium closure. And then if these incidents occur, those points deductions and stadium closures grow even larger and impact the clubs even more. From an administrative or financial perspective, you can say to the club, and let's use Cagliari as an example here, I'm handing down a fine of 500,000 euros. I'm just going to throw that out. And I know there are legal implications to that. But I would suspend, say 400,000 is suspended on the understanding that Cagliari as a club enacts some kind of action or educative support to these clubs. And if you do that, then you don't have to pay the huge bulk of the fines. There are any number of ways.
And the education is so important because, as we've been discussing, a lot of people don't even say this is a problem.
As you see in the statement from the Corvo Nude, the Inter Milan fans, it shows a distance between what people understand racism to be and their action towards it. And as far as they're concerned, the two don't overlap. And until people recognize that that racism, this type of racist chanting, has far greater implications outside of a football stadium, I just don't think it goes away.
Shaka Hislop is the honorary president of Show Racism, the Red Card. Shaka, it's always a pleasure.
Good to be here, Jeremy.